This is Dr. Varia with Mindwell Psychology. Before I tell you what dyslexia is, I need to tell you what dyslexia is not. Dyslexia is not a reading problem that will go away with time. You should never take a wait-and-see attitude. Dyslexia is not an attentional problem. Telling someone to focus more and concentrate harder is not the solution. Dyslexia is not a problem with motivation. Dyslexia is not about just reversing letters like B and D. Dyslexia is not a vision problem. And dyslexia is definitely not about being dumb or lazy. According to the International Dyslexia Association and National Institutes of Health, dyslexia is a language-based learning disability that impacts phonological processing in reading, writing, spelling, handwriting, and sometimes in arithmetic. Phonological processing is the ability to see or hear a word, break it down to discrete sounds, and then associate each sound with letters that make up the word. Red flags for dyslexia might include difficulty with segmenting words or blending words. For example, say the word fold, but don't say f. Those with dyslexia might have difficulty determining that old is left. Words like of and from, or then and when, can get mixed up. When writing, dyslexics might insert or delete letters. For example, when asked to write born, B-O-R-N, they might write born, B-O-I-R-N. When asked to write cage, they might leave out the E and write C-A-G. Difficulty with imprinting words. For example, once you've taught them a word on one page of a book, they don't seem to recognize it by the next page. Spelling the same word different ways. I'll give you an analogy. From the outside, an electric vehicle looks like a gasoline-powered vehicle. Internally, it's quite a different story. Trying to fill up an electric car with gasoline is not going to help the car run. Teaching dyslexic students to read without the correct instruction is not going to work. Can you imagine how silly it would be if someone kept trying to take the electric car to a gasoline pump to get it to go? An electric car is strong and powerful, just like the dyslexic brain, but it needs the right type of energy to make it drive. Similarly, dyslexic students need the right type of instruction. So what's the right instruction? First, it should be structured using a peer-reviewed, scientifically researched program. Second, it should be systematic. Third, it needs to be sequential. Fourth, it should be cumulative. Fifth, it needs to be multi-sensory. Sixth, and maybe most importantly, it needs to be phonologically based. Let's get those electric cars to the charging stations.